with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat. Hey, cuties. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Hello, cuties. Happy child, what is it? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I see my girl Rue in the house. Hey, Rue. Hey, Mildred. Mildred, cutie crew member, said not being at work has allowed me to catch all my favorites. Oh, Mildred, you know I love me some you chow. Yes, I do. Shout out to the cutie mods in the house. I see my sis Pink Diva. I see Aunt Debbie. I saw Blessy earlier. I'm scrolling on my phone. Let me see. But yes, thank you, cutie mods, for modding for me. Hey, Linda Gambo. Cutie crew, tonight is our members only live. First off, let me say shout out to the new cutie crew members. Thank you guys so much for joining the cutie crew. Tonight, we will have our last $50 trivia question winner. One winner, $50. I think that should be enough for y'all to just go and pay up that membership for 6-7 months. Um, just joking. But anyway, make sure you guys join us later on. I'm not even sure what's going on with the topic post, but we got a lot to talk about. I do want to say my apologies for not coming back live last night. Hey, Maritha. There's Maritha as well. I just couldn't do it, y'all. I was tired. I wanted to come back so you all could discuss the episode, your thoughts. So if you are a Cutie Crew member, hey Z Frenchie, please join us tonight. Give me your thoughts on the episode. It's probably gonna be a little shake up. I think the majority of the times I'm only going to be able to go live for power hours. But for the Cutie Crew, you guys know we talk forever. So that's how we'll do the longer lives. As of right now, there will be times where I come live where it's more than an hour, but I got to get myself prepared for this position that I claim, child. And yeah, I'm going to have to be dedicated. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, each and every one of you. Currently, we have 337 people watching. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you are watching, even if you are in the bushes. If you're in the bushes, drop down and chit chat with us. We do not bite, I promise you. We got some strong-minded folks with thoughts that match, but it's all good. So if you are watching from the bushes, thank you for joining us. Drop down. If you are not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hey, Mary White, baby, we about to talk about it. But again, thank you guys so much. Shout out to the content creators in the house. We got Pink Table Topics. We got Maritha Gray. Who else? Mildred Conversations and Cocktails in the house. I'm scrolling. I hope I don't miss anybody. Aunt Debbie is a content creator. Aunt Debbie, did you get that first video up? If so, anybody know if Aunt Debbie's channel is active and live? If so, please let me know. You guys make sure that you are subscribed to all of these fabulous women. Jazzy J, content creator. I'm still scrolling. I hope I don't miss anybody. Um, if I missed anybody and you're a content creator, drop it in the chat. And Maz, if you can somehow let me know. We want to make sure. Pinky, the housewife, content creator. Hey, Pinky. Lil Dawn is on her way. Ain't that right, sis? For those of you that, and I said this yesterday, and we're gonna hurry up and get started. That grace your presence on our channels. Start a channel, child. Start a channel. Hey, Veronica Monroe. Veronica Monroe. No, I love her name. It is so distinguished and sophisticated. Blessy Queen B in the house. Blessy, I hope you're feeling better. I know you were just a tad bit when we chatted the other day. That's good news. Hey, Tawana. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, somebody's mama. Shout out again to the cutie crew representing, and shout out to each and every one of you cuties that has joined me for this live. Child, take a listen real quickly. Real. Wait, hold on. Let me do this first. What's going on? So you guys know I cannot unfortunately say hello to everybody with this short power hour, but I'm sure you guys been out here in these streets, and I know you guys have heard what's going on. Mm-mm-mm. Were you all able to hear that music? I hope so. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Hey, it's Chrissy time. What you gonna do when they come for you? Destiny Payton-Williams. You couldn't hear the music. Oh shoot. Okay, let me stop this. Okay, let me go back. I think it was around 25 seconds. Hold on, guys. I gotta share it another way. I'm about right here. Okay, hold on. Lord have mercy. Destiny. What's going on, girl? What's going on? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad. Child, they looking for destiny. I hope you guys were able to hear it. I'm gonna play that Bad Boys theme music one more again. Lord, have mercy. Okay, Tanya B, thank you. One more time. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. They looking for destiny. They are looking for destiny. So let me go ahead and stop sharing that. Let me go ahead because this is serious. It really is. But as I mentioned, I know you guys are aware that there was a Crime Stopper video about Destiny. Shout out to Marcella Speaks. Shout out to one of my cutie crew members who sent me this morning. But as I have come to learn that Marcella Speaks was the first to break this news last night on Instagram. Yeah, they are saying that allegedly, that Destiny forged LeBeric's name on a utility contract. On a utility contract. Now, this is my question. Um, would that be a utility bill? Lights, gas, water, whatever the case may be. When you sign up for service, do they consider that a contract? I'm sure it is. Sometimes they have, a year's service. I don't know, child. But this is all alleged that Destiny forged LeBeric's name. Now, a lot of people were wondering, just from a couple posts that I've seen on Facebook, could Destiny have put the baby's name, child, in but I don't think so. They clearly said LeBeric. I have the video, but I got so many things queued up that from the Huntsville Crime Stoppers, but they clearly said that she forged her ex-husband's name. What's going on with Destiny? Thank you, Jonetta. So it is considered a contract. Yeah, yeah, it is considered a contract. Mildred, that's what I was wondering as well. Commercial or residential. Was this for? Well, we had that relaunching like 3, 4, 5, 6 times of Madani. Hey, Prosperity, I'm wondering if this contract could have been for Madani, or was it the marital home? Does anybody know if Destiny is still in that house? Now, we know at one point LeBeric had that house up for sale. Chris Fletcher was the listing agent and showing the place. We do know, hey, Relly, we do know that Anthony was one that went to the open house and all that good stuff. That was months ago. So I'm not too sure if Destiny is still in that house or not. And I'm wondering if this utility contract could possibly be to the house, but I don't think so, because I think that, hey, Hannah, I think that this probably would have been out some time ago. Poor LeBeric. Let me also say that. Poor LeBeric. Um, I'm gonna say this. We all remember when, or you should. If not, I'll give you guys a refresher. When Destiny and LeBeric divorced, Destiny was going around saying that she didn't feel protected and provided for in the marriage. And yeah, just because he wasn't providing, even though I think that, it's not the case. He's still in the house, allegedly. But if he wasn't providing, that don't mean you just go out there and force the man back forgery, girl. You don't do that. Um, it also never set well with me the way Destiny, in a sense, was talking about LeBeric's mama, basically calling him a mama's boy. He wouldn't leave and cleave, or whatever she used to say. You guys know what I'm talking about. That never set well with me at all. She is not in the house. Okay, Neva. Neva said it was reported this morning that Destiny is out of LeBeric's house. I know LeBeric is happy because it took that man some time to get him on up out that house. Her and Martell got so much in common. I'm not even going to go into that because I will be here forever. But I'm just going to say this. Huntsville don't play, baby. Huntsville does not play. Now, we do know allegedly that is Kiki that is on the flyer or whatever. Same thing, Crime Stoppers. And child, did I send myself the picture? I know I did. But allegedly they didn't got Destiny too. That's so embarrassing to me. Let me say that, but I'm not just going to sit here and rejoice that Destiny is going through this. But what is going on with Destiny? We do know at one point Destiny was hanging tough with them ATL girls, Belinda and crew. what's the girl name that did the revenge pee on her ex-husband? Brianna, Delicious. The other tall girl with the short blonde hair. Hey, Blessy. Um, she was hanging real tough with the ATL crew, and that's no longer allegedly. Belinda, it looks like, have removed all traces of Destiny. I don't even think they are. Last I checked, they were not following each other on Instagram, and we want to know what happened. We want to know what happened. Now, Aquarius goddess, let me find your comment so I can highlight it. Aquarius, you say that baby needs to live with his daddy permanently. You say a father, but I say daddy. I say daddy, like DE. Um, and we feel the same about the Eminem kids. I'm gonna get into something regarding those Eminem kids a little later. Uh, uh, thanks to Messy Wanda. But yeah, I don't know her living situation, Aquarius, to know, where her and her child are staying, if she's doing what needs to be done. But child, if the popo looking for you, mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm, what a shame. What happens though? Red Ant. Oh Lord, I ain't mean to call your name Red Ant. Maybe we need to talk about that in members only. I'm gonna go back to that question, try to throw that off. Um, but this is my thing about Destiny. The girl been partying. She been out and about, so she shouldn't be hard to find. Now, last week, you guys know that Destiny was at Marceau's 44th birthday party right down there at Black, right down there at Black. And then also, Destiny was at Stormy's TikTok party. So Stormy had a TikTok party, and Destiny was there. And I meant to talk about this Saturday when I went live, but we were talking about Wanda and Betty, child. But that's Destiny and Stormy. That was just, I believe, last Friday. And what I had wanted to discuss when I saw Destiny at this party and hanging out with the Scotts and the Fletchers at Marceau's party, I thought Destiny possibly was on her way back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Here she is with Tiffany. Tiffany was also at that TikTok party of Stormy's. So she not hard to find. She not hard to find at all. So I'm not understanding anybody in the chat that is local. I know I got a couple subscribers. When it comes to these crime stoppers, does anybody local know if the police, the popos, Lord, let me say that, if they submit information to Crime Stopper, how does Crime Stoppers get this information? Like even with the alleged video of Kiki allegedly coming out of Home Depot, how do they get that stuff? Do the popos send it to them and then they report on it? Those small towns are no joke. Years ago, and I live in a small town now, but I used to live in a town before where if you stepped on somebody's grass or something as minor as that, it could end up in Crime Stoppers. But I thought that maybe Destiny was on her way back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not sure about that. But what I can say is this, and again, I'm not rejoicing in what's going on with Destiny. Hopefully, she can get this resolved. It's hard out here. She is a single mom. Before I move on, though, what happened to Moses? Anybody know? Now, allegedly, Moses was a street pharmaceutical. And girl, you couldn't get a couple dollars from Moses to go ahead and get them utilities, if that's the case, in your name. Guess who you probably could have gotten it from, though? This lady right here, Melody Cherie. Now, we know that at one point, Yes, True Wisdom. True Wisdom, I think I sent you incorrect information. I'm gonna reach out to you on Instagram when I get finished. We know that at one point, Mel was going over to Destiny's home, saw a notice on the door. Allegedly, that notice could have been to get one of them utilities cut off. And Mel gave Destiny thousands, thousands of dollars when she was in a time of need. And I do believe that if Destiny didn't play Mel like she played her, I'm sure that Mel would have helped her out when it comes to this as well. Destiny didn't even really want to acknowledge that Mel had gave her that money. You guys remember she said it wasn't a loan. I mean, just real ignorant, real ignorant, and she got with the wrong team of people. If you ask me, she made the mistake of thinking that her issues with Mel would have kept her on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it didn't. And she turned on her. She really did. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't feel like I do, but I really liked Destiny and Mel's friendship before it ended. I like how Destiny was a support system for Mel when they were in Vegas. I do think that with both of them being divorced and single moms, that story could have been told on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But Destiny sided with the Scotts and her brother, Martell. Her brother, Martell. And yeah, wrong team, Destiny, wrong team. Um, what else did I have about this? You guys remember when she defended Martell? Let me get out of this. Hold on, guys. Destiny defended Martell. Destiny also kept saying how she didn't like how people was giving Mel sympathy at the time that Mel was going through everything. You guys remember that? What about me? What about what I went through? Um, but yeah, this is courtesy of Blavity, I believe it is. But she defended Martell Holt. And she went on that rampage. Y'all kill me. I don't know what happened with Destiny. Like I said, in the beginning, for me, I really liked the friendship that she had with Mel, but she turned on Mel like the others. She turned on her for Martell, excuse me, and the Scots. So, I hope that she's able to get herself out of this predicament. Do they have a way, child, where you can turn yourself in? Anybody in my chat that is from Huntsville, uh, does she have to turn herself in? Will they put a warrant out for her arrest? Um, Anybody know? Let me read some comments and see, because I'm not familiar, but I could tell you one thing: they don't play, baby. They don't play. Hey, Simone. Hey, I am Blessed Pecan Pam. They don't play at all in Huntsville. You better, but I ain't even gonna get into their revenge fee, because I'm like, if they don't play, what's up with that? But I think it's coming down the pipeline. I think it's coming down the pipeline. Yes, Sonny, I agree. She definitely wanted a handout. We know that she wanted a handout with Stormy as well. Remember, she wanted Stormy to put her product in Madani. And yeah, now, Sonny, she did not only want a handout from Mel, she got one without even asking. And as I mentioned, that was thousands of dollars. I'm going to say, anybody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe, hey, let's be clear, I do believe it was over $5,000. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, Mama V, it's $1,000 reward out. Well, maybe they can go to Black Chat. Maybe she up at Black again, because she was just there last week. Okay, being on Crime Stoppers, there should already be a warrant. Okay, and Red Ann Maybe that's how Crime Stoppers get the information. If the popos issue warrants, then maybe that's how they get the information to make these videos. It's a whole hot mess. Um, ooh, child. That's all I got to say. It's a whole hot mess. Anybody know in the comment section what was the dollar amount that Mel gave Destiny? I believe it was five. If I'm not mistaken, it could have been $7,000 as a friend. Hey, Anthony. Hold on. Let me scroll down. I see you on my phone. Well, duh. I can click it this way. Thanks for joining us, Anthony. I don't think Mel is going to help her out with almost $100,000. With almost $100,000. Ooh, child. Hint, hashtag hint, hashtag multiple, hashtag things, hashtag forged. Ooh, child. Whoa. Okay, I got the hint. I'm over here blinking my eye at the hint part. Woo, child, allegedly. Lord have mercy. Well, we're going to keep our ear to the streets, Anthony. Thank you for that. And thank you for joining me. And thank you for the super chat. Kame, thank you so much for joining the cutie crew. And let me acknowledge this super chat real quickly. Thank you, Anthony.
Plenty dollars. Can we get
All right. Thanks again. Yeah. But like I said, hey, Traces of Twan. Hannah Grace, did I say hi to you? Yes, and Twa. She also called him. She did. She did. I think she was a scorned ex-wife. I'm not sure. Absolutely, Jazzy J, as love and marriage, Huntsville, BS turns on a daily basis. Do you hear me? It is something with this show every day and the people on the show. I got some info coming up. And yeah, we shall talk about that. But where are Destiny's friends? Where are Letitia? Where is, excuse me, Letitia? Where is Marceau? Where is Stormy? Where is Tiffany? Like I said, Mel, obviously, Prosperity. Well, we don't know. So she didn't use the money Mel gave her to pay the electric bill. She got another account open and took Mel's money and used it for other ish. I don't know, Prosperity. Now, I do believe that if, because what happened with her and Mel was a couple years ago by now. And I think that this got to be something recent. Now, if she moved, did she use his name for the new place? Anybody think? Anybody think that could be the case? Sis, you put, I think Destiny needs to get her life in a stable position so she's able to do what she needs to do for her son. I agree. And let's hope she's doing that. On the outside looking in, I don't know what none of them folks got going on, but this is not good. And I know that somebody mentioned that LeBerick needs his son. If this is, and this is current, so I'm not even going to say if, this is current and it's not a good look, and that man could take this right down to that Madison County courthouse and do just that. Put in paperwork to get his son. It's sad. I think that Destiny may be, this is just all my opinions only. I hope she's not. Let me say I hope. I don't want to say I think. I hope she's not caught up in the glitz and glam and trying to live above her means. Again, hang with them women in the ATL. They have different opportunities. I know Belinda got some nice little money if Martell didn't take it all. So I hope she's not caught up in that. What's wrong with getting a nice little comfortable apartment for you and your baby? It's stable. You're able to probably pay up a couple months versus what you would pay when it comes to a home or something like that. I don't know where she living. I don't know how she living. But look, in order for me to provide a stable environment for my child, I would do that. I would do that. Go over there to where Tisha and Marceau was living at temporarily. I'm sure that's cheaper, you know. But as I was asking before we get to this next little thing is where are her friends, her co-workers from Love Maritinesville? Remember, Maurice is the one that stopped Destiny at the reunion when Destiny kept talking about Mel, talking about she know where them bones are buried and all of that. He was able to stop her from saying that, or at least they didn't show her saying anything. But that just shows how the friendship turned. And Destiny, once a friend, always a friend for me. I'm not coming out here and telling your business or I know where the bones are buried and all of that. Number one, just say it or don't even hint to it. But we know that Destiny said that several times. So the friendship, when it comes to her and Mel, in my opinion, and according to Mel, broke up when she heard Destiny and Letitia talking in that hotel room after the reunion. And I'm just wondering if she ever sits back and says, I wish, that friendship didn't end. I would. I'll tell you that much. If I had a friend, because I've never had friends to ask me for money like that, or just give me money, and I've never had to give to them. Everybody pretty stable on my end, but if I ever had a friend that just did something like that out of the kindness of their heart, no way in the world would I have not tried to work that out. I think that Destiny didn't want to look like a sucker because when Mel met up at Destiny's photo shoot, Destiny was very excited. She really was. And they both gave me a little hope because again, I like their friendship. But we gonna pray for Destiny. Or we gonna pray. Shout out to the 1,044 people that's joining me for this power hour. I appreciate you guys so much. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. And let's go ahead and get into some more Huntsville happenings real quick. Real quick. And then after that, I'm going to read you all's comments. We should have a couple minutes for me to do so. But you guys remember this scene from the episode, correct? This is Stormy and Courtney. And this was on Where There's Smoke, There's Muscle. And this is when they were at home. They were talking about Courtney not going over to that get together, barbecue, and all of that. But they also talked about Letitia copying and pasting Stormy's info. The door is closed. Yes, Prosperity. Mill ain't having that. Baby. Really, you say Destiny's credit is jacked up. She probably can't get no apartment. Lord have mercy. Lord. Well, I ain't gonna say that. But nope, I ain't gonna say that. Okay. Yeah, let me stop looking at this chat. Let me stop. Really, girl, you almost took me somewhere else. Hey Tyra. But remember, Stormy and Courtney were talking, and they were talking about, Stormy not going to that barbecue, so he didn't have to put no pause on Marceau. But they also talked about Letitia copying and pasting Stormy's information. Okay? And, all of us were on Stormy's side about that. We just didn't feel like that was right. That was the thing to do. Well, child, this not right either. This ain't right. Uh, do you guys see what's on the screen? Stormy got her body glaze, right? Do you see the body gloss at the top? Do you see how similar the backgrounds are? Now, let me do a quick fact check. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, ma'am, sis. That's exactly what I am talking about. Um, do. I was trying to find out the exact dates uh that body gloss came out. Now this is weird. Hold on. Online, child, what they got going on this website? Now, online, as you guys can see, it's two different brands, allegedly. Let me go and throw that in there. Two different brands, body gloss, body glaze. Similar labels, similar fonts. Uh, the background of the pastries, which means similar scents. And allegedly, Stormy copied this from somebody else. Now, look, I will say this, for me, if this is the case, okay, Social Butterfly, body gloss or body glaze? So are you talking about body gloss? Let me look up body gloss on Instagram. Or body glaze. Hold on. I just think that it's so similar. So similar. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I think I may have found it. Is this it? No. It's too similar for me. Let me just say that. This is again all alleged. This is going around Facebook and Twitter and all of the above. But for me, even with the hand placement, it's too much. And they are saying that this one, body gloss, was out first. Yes, thanks. Some good old Vaseline chow will do the trick. I do believe they are both donuts, Sunny. As you can see in the different pictures, the top picture, you can see donuts in the background. And this is bottom is Stormy's. You can see donuts in the background. So my thing is, you know, at first glance, I would think these are the same. You know, I would just think that maybe this label is different because of the scents. But, we have, and just to give Stormy a little credit, you just sent it to me on IG. Oh, okay, you will. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think so, Erica. Erica said that is almost identical, not a coincidence. Allegedly, Patricia T. Allegedly. I will say this though, in the beauty industry, hair industry, clothes industry, whatever industry, food industry, car industry, you're always going to have similarities of products. For instance, body sprays, body wash, body whatever. The difference though, for me, should be the packaging. For me, I wouldn't want my product to look so close to someone else's because at first glance, if I'm shopping in the store and I know I'm looking for canvas beauty and I know I've seen this both or whatever, just seen one, at first glance, I would probably just pick up whichever one. So how can you make sure that although it is a market for everybody to have similar products, how can you make yours different? This too close. This is too close. So I'm going to put a marker in this. I'm going to get a little more information, but this is going around that allegedly, and the only reason why I brought it up is because of this past episode from this week, but allegedly Stormy may have allegedly copied Body Gloss's whole flow. Whole flow. Bar for bar. Damn near word for word. Body. It's just too much. Even look at the outlining on the font. Even this up here, and they got something up there. The donuts in the back. This one may be cinnamon roll or something. It's just too similar. Let me just do something real quick. Directions. Let me scroll up. Hold on. I was wondering if Stormy had directions on hers as well. They have directions on theirs. They have the ingredients on theirs. She has oh yeah. Child, do I need glasses on? Yep. So it says ingredients and directions. So again, I mentioned this because of this past week's episode. And we know that Stormy had an issue with Letitia using her shipping policy and refund policy and all of that. But, this is basically the same thing. Basically the same thing to me. Speaking of body glaze, have anyone tried it? Either body gloss, body glaze. I have not, and I don't plan to. Nothing against Stormy. I can say that at one point I was going to try her, whatever those drops was for the hair. And then that was around the time she was having those shipping issues. So I decided not to, because I don't have a problem supporting Black women, Black businesses, Black men business, whatever. But, I'm not too sure about if she got all of that figured out just yet. But whoever that was that said that you would send that to me, make sure to send it to me, please, on Instagram. I will compare. I did just do a quick search. And this is and I'll show you guys this. Hold on now. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh, hold on. Do I owe Stormy an apology, child? Hold on. Let me see what this is over here. Because if I owe her an apology, I will definitely do that right now. Did Stormy change the name of... Oh, no. Okay. I'll share this real quick. What's weird is I just did a Google search because I definitely wanted to cross-check, make sure I'm not putting any info out here. But when I put in a body gloss, it took me to Stormy's website. And let's see here. Is it sharing? But on the main page, let's see if I can go back real quick. I'm going to go back. Hold on, guys. Let's see if it'll take me back real quick. And then I'm getting into something with Wanda. And I'm going to be up out of here in a couple more minutes to the 1.1K watching. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see. It takes her website a little time. So it's not letting me. Anyway, when I put in the search for body gloss, and the first option, and it said body gloss, was canvas. So I clicked that, thinking it was not canvas. When it said body gloss, I clicked the link. I thought it would be the other person's website. It took me to canvas. Stormy does have a body gloss product, but it's not the glaze that's like the other product. So I wanted to make sure that none of these said gloss, and they do not. They say glaze. So was this thrown in here just for the other brand, for this to come up on our website? I don't know, child. It's a lot that go on when it comes to these businesses, but I'll come back and let you guys know what I found out for sure. Pot, meat, kettle, if that's the case. Pot, meat, kettle, if that's the case when it comes to Letitia. I do think that again, even if Stormy's, let's say her um little container was hot pink and the labels were different or they were a different size, a different shape. I think it's just too much. I think it's just too much. We will definitely cross check this though. As I understand, Stormy has been making posts on Instagram and all of that, that she is doing much better. She revamped everything. She's able to get her orders out and all of that. And if that is the case, congratulations to Stormy Steele. Yes, Wylette, I definitely will. I promise you. But child, let's go ahead real quickly and get into Wanda. Let me make sure I got this queued up. I do. Now, Wanda was upset about that episode that aired this past weekend, but Wanda did like a lot of people did on social media, and she threw in mail in the mix. And can we just, if you got a problem, can we keep that with Kiki? Kiki is the one that brought it up. I just don't understand people, acting like Mel made Kiki say anything. And Wanda, as the aunt, you know that there's been issues when it comes to Kiki and Tisha and yourself for quite some time. So, anything to blame somebody else. But I want you guys to take a listen. Hopefully, this volume, when I click play, if you guys cannot hear, let me know. I hope that you can. But if you cannot hear, put a 2 in the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this portion of Wanda's live so we can react to it. Yes, sis, Mel has a lot of power because she gets blamed for everything. Everything. Girl, she even got blamed for coleslaw. I saw that on Facebook this week. It was because of her. Can you tell me how? Can you tell me how? I don't even want to get on coleslaw, child. She posted another, the side chick photo. I'm going to show y'all this BMW key and Martell's leg, child. I don't get it. I'm not going to get started on her. We'll talk about it in members only. But let me push play. Let me know if you guys can hear this. My baby ain't about that. My baby ain't about that. So I just paused it. If you can hear it, put a 1 in the chat. If you did not hear that, put a 2 in the chat for me so I can know whether to proceed or not. 1, 1, 1. You can hear me. Gloria. Okay. All right. Let's go. Take a listen, guys. Thank you. Thank you, cuties. Stupidity and stuff. No, not will believe. Not do believe. If my soul was sitting there, if my soul went there, she should have turned that table up on her. I ain't gonna lie. I think she would have forgot about her degrees, baby. She would have forgot about her degrees, baby. She would have turned that, baby. She would have turned that table over. Y'all think she's a something? Better watch the quiet ones. I'm keeping telling y'all. Watch the quiet girls. Watch them, baby. That girl said God works in mysterious ways. Now let me pause it. You all know that Wanda talked real quickly. We're gonna watch the rest, but she said if Marceau wasn't there, she believes that Tisha would have flipped that table over. She said that Tisha thought about her 3 degrees and she acted accordingly, but she feels like that was because of Marceau. Don't be surprised at the child. I'm trying to remember the quiet ones. The quiet ones. But let's continue to look because she said something very distasteful to me, like she always does. Every time I try to give Wanda credit, Wanda just spin the block and let you know why. But let's continue. He took me off that show just in time. I ain't lying. He took me off just in time. Because I didn't have to start a fight with one of them. I just want to move. Baby. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad my baby acted very respectful, like she got 3 damn degrees. She acted like she got 3 degrees. She acted like she didn't pretend. She showed them 304s what time it was. She showed them. Showed them 304s what time it was. Who is them? Who is them? Because the exchange was between Letitia and Kiki. Who is them 304s, Wanda? Can we just leave the people that's involved and leave the people that weren't involved out of it? But let's go ahead and finish this little clip.
She didn't have to act like that. Nobody got to act because y'all acting. Y'all talking about me? Ooh. Did y'all come out the same bean bag I came out of? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering because you supposed to have a whole show over there. You supposed to be a whole doctor, but you over there.
All right now. I'ma finish, but she said you supposed to have a whole show over there. You supposed to be a whole doctor. So she talking about Dr. Melody Cherie. Why? Who did you all see in that exchange Saturday? Maybe I missed something. I was actually glad that Mel wasn't even sitting at the same table. Mel was at a completely different table. Why she in this Wanda? Let me go ahead and finish. Mel, she said Mel's supposed to be a whole doctor with a whole show. But this is the distasteful part coming up for me.
Where else find that smoke? Yeah, girl. And you still ain't smoking nothing. And still ain't nothing over there by. Because they living their best life. Still. They still doing good. They still sleeping in the same bed.
Does that matter? Did they acknowledge that conversation with Kiki? Did they go and sit down and chat with the folks that were saying these rumors? We all can continue to add on years and years and years of marriages, and we not trying to break up. I'm not their marriage, but we just not gonna act like, just as long as the years go on, that it's something special. It's not. But let's continue.
She ain't got to be pretending that she's sleeping with her husband. She don't have to pretend all three of her kids is with her kids. It's his kids.
All right. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but I wanted to play that part, and I'm going to rewind it again. Wanda, your ass need to stop. Now, seriously, you did not have to bring up those babies yet again. Talking about Tisha don't have to pretend that all of those kids are Marceau's. That's just downright disrespectful. And you got a mental problem, lady. Now, I tried to give Wanda a little credit, especially since I really didn't have to see her face on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Things that started to die down. But it seems like Wanda is still stuck on being disrespectful when it comes to those kids. That's terrible. That's terrible. If the mama and daddy didn't already came out and let it be known that those are their children, all four of them, why you still saying stuff like this? I'm going to play this again. We're going to read a couple comments and we're going to be out of here. Here we go, Tanya. Listen closely, guys.
She don't have to pretend all three of her kids is with her kids. It's his kids. She don't.
All right. I'll play it one more again. She said Tisha don't have to pretend that all the kids, all three of her kids, are their kids. Common sense will tell you what she's trying to say. I don't think so, Hannah, because in the same breath, she was talking about Mel. So if I take it back just a couple minutes more, she ain't jumping like that in her conversation. She said she got a whole show over there. She a whole doctor. And then she continued. So let's listen real quickly. Shout out to the 1.3K that's watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. So that's you, Hannah Grace. We know that Mel is the one that said where there's smoke, there's fire. Not where there's fire, there's smoke. So this just proves who she was talking about, Hannah Grace.
Yeah, girl. And you still ain't smoking nothing. And still ain't nothing over there by. Because they living their best life. Still. They still doing good. Still sleeping in the same bed. She ain't got to be pretending that
I'm done. That's all I could do when it comes to her. But for me, um, that's crazy to me. And that also shows that the correct decision was definitely made when it comes to removing Wanda off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. The correct decision was made. Uh, if you can't, as an adult, know that, go on, keep them kids out your mouth. Anything concerning the kids, especially knowing what you went through because of the kids. What's going on? No, sis, they ain't got no smoke for Stormy. No smoke for Stormy. And it looks like not too much smoke for Kiki because she's stuck on Mel. And I get it that people looked into that situation. Number one, this is a reality TV show, and Mel and Kiki got together and had their little conversation. Not at one point did I see Mel say, talk about this. Make sure you talk about this or what's going on. Everybody know. Shout out to Anthony Lofties. Anthony was the one that broke that story when it comes to bugs and the makeup artists and all of that. He's the one that broke that. Kiki clarified that it was Tisha who wanted her to fire her makeup artist, but first found out the information. Kiki found out the information, and according to what was said on the show, Tisha didn't want to hear it then. I'm sure Tisha probably told Marceau. Marceau shut her down just like he did at that reunion when she was talking to Mel and Martell about the cheating. I'm sure you guys remember that. Marceau shut her down, cussed her out backstage. That was season 1, season 2. I think it was season 1. So I think when Marceau caught wind of Tisha asking Kiki to get that information, then she turned on her cousin. So Wanda, this is my thing. You gonna do what you do. That's evident. That's obvious. It's nothing nobody could do. But I would think at some point, you would leave kids and paternity, the if, ands, and buts about that out of it. It's real easy to do. And, in this case, I would leave the kid's mama out of it because she didn't have anything to do with anything. So if you upset with her, look, I said this yesterday, and I'm definitely going to get up out of here in a couple minutes. Mel deserves to have a Kiki with Kiki based off of Tisha having Kikis for years when it comes to the issues that happened in Mel and Martell's marriage. So you mad because she's sitting there having a conversation with the girl? Did you guys cuss out the makeup artist? The makeup artist still doing the makeup. For me, that would be a conflict of interest, whether it was true or false. You gotta go. So allegedly, Kimmy fired her makeup artist. They wanted Kiki to fire her makeup artist, but Tisha makeup artist, who was the one that was the rumored to be in this whole situation, she's still working. I think that Wanda mentioned that she did go see the makeup artist, but don't nobody got no energy when it comes to the correct people. I don't like that. Hannah Grace, you put, you are correct. I think that she is still talking about Mel's children, but her daughter and Marceau did pretend like they could build a multi-unit apartment. Okay, Hannah, that's like 2-3 things. Yes, she was talking about Mel's kids because we know that it was Wanda. She was the one that came out here and said that Sugar Mama was not Martell's. So she's still talking about that. And that's distasteful. It's a shame because I know, let me stop saying we. Let me just speak for me. I would love to be able to give each and every one of these people, and I try, the benefit of the doubt. And I do to a certain extent. And going to try to switch some things around going forward just to make sure it's not as personal. But I would love to be able to, everybody deserve a second chance. But when you even try to giggle at one, I was laughing my butt out at her live from the YouTube last week, laughing and giggling and not saying that I was softening up on her, but you can't even do that because look what came out of her mouth. Look what came out of her mouth. Still talking about them babies. And it's just ridiculous to me. So, to my members, we shall talk about this and members only later on. Members only, we're going to start off with a $50 trivia question first. Next will be the YouTube tips. And we got to get all of this stuff done in a timely fashion. And then after that, members, no matter what's on the topic board, I want to give you guys the chance to give me your thoughts on this past Saturday's episode, as well as this news with Destiny, as well as this alleged stuff that's going on with Stormy, as well as messy as Wanda. Wanda, you need to grow up. You are somebody's grandma. You got a grandchild, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even sure if Tisha's oldest son is the oldest, but I do believe that he's driving now. He's 16. It's time for you to think about your grandkids and what they may see on the internet. These kids got phones and all of that. And leave kids out of it, Wanda. If you was mad that Mel sat there and talked to Kiki, just say that. You ain't have to bring up the paternity of those kids again. You just didn't have to do it. So that is my power hour. Shout out to all of you cuties. We got up to 1.3-ish, a little over. Thank you guys for joining me for this power hour today. Whatever information I find out, I'm going to, and before I go, I do get Mildred. Did I get you? I did not. Before I go, let me acknowledge some super chats. Let me say real quickly, shout out to Deliciam for becoming a member. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, child, you a member. Nah. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Rebecca Rogers, new member. And again, Kame, member. Mildred, Conversations and Cocktails. Thank you, sis, so much for the super sticker. And Woo Woo, thank you for the super chat. Woo Woo, you said Destiny feels dishonest. It's the way she rolls. So secretive. I wanted to get into more of that because, yeah, we didn't get to learn too much about Destiny, especially about her marriage, and especially when their marriage ended. Remember, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. So, child, we talking about that Crime Stoppers. I hope you talk about that. That's not a good look. But on my way out for the super chats, let me play this.
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get?
All right. Thank you again, and Anthony as well for the super stickers and super chats. Olivia, I believe I got it set for 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Members only. So yeah, I will see you guys tonight. Members, please join us so we can talk about all of this. Shout out to the cutie mods. We had Tyra in the house, Maritha in the house, Pink Diva in the house, Aunt Debbie in the house, and Blessy in the house. Full staff, cutie crew, cutie mods, excuse me. Let's see. Based on what she said prior to the kid comment, Wanda was definitely talking about Kiki and not Mel. Okay. I'll say in advance, if I'm mistaken, I'm going by the string of the sentence, and all of that was in one. So we will discuss. Lawson, you're not a member. I wish we could have discussed later. Anybody else? Okay, Tyra, that's what I said. I thought she was talking about Mel too. Make it clear, okay? The way she again was talking in that moment, she was talking about Mel. But no matter what, I let me just say this real quickly. Even if she was talking about Kiki's kids, that's bogus. No matter whose children, and we'll find out for sure, no matter whose children she was talking about, that was wrong. That was wrong. But according to who she was talking about in that moment, yeah, seemed like it was Melody Cherie to me. But we out of here. Thank you guys again for joining me. Love you guys. If you did not hit the like button, please hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to the replay gang that I know that will watch